What you doing in there? Well, since you're here, I'm gonna show you how to make a raw vegan cheesecake. My name is Cameron Forbes. I'm a singer, songwriter, and actor, and welcome to my kitchen on Everyday Chefs. We gon' make a vegan cheesecake. For this cheesecake, all we need are 9 ingredients. Well, 10 if you count love. I am making this raw vegan blueberry orange cheesecake, and it's one of my favorite things to make during the holidays and for when friends come over because it is healthy. There are no refined sugars. It's vegan, there's no baking, there's no dairy. So during the holidays, my mom makes this New York cheesecake and people from all over the world try and get some. Since I turned vegan, I was looking for an alternative. This is what we're gonna do. We got all our ingredients here. We got our blueberries, we got oranges, we have some maple syrup. We're gonna do mixed nuts for the crust. We're gonna do the cashews for the filling, along with dates for the crust. We got some coconut oil. I got a couple of secret ingredients that I will reveal in a bit. First, we're gonna start with the crust. We're gonna take 2 cups of the raw nuts. Throw that in here. Like so, like that. Get a little bit more in there. A cup of dates. I'm gonna try one because I'm hungry. Yeah. I wanna add some vanilla. So I'm gonna just put a little. All these ingredients together will form the base of this cheesecake. Perfect. Oh, I should probably explain what I'm doing. So, spray coconut oil on the bases and around the pan just so that when I'm cutting it, it doesn't stick. Guess we're gonna answer some questions now. Let me see what we got. So you mentioned your mom makes a mean cheesecake. When you were younger, what were some of your other childhood favorites? That is a great question. My mom's is the first person that ever got me interested in just cooking. She went to culinary school, and when we were younger, she worked as a sous chef at a seafood restaurant. And one day she brought home, when I was about 7 years old, a styrofoam case of like just calamari. And at first I was like, ugh, what is that? It looks weird. It has like tentacles. But then I ate it and it just kind of sparked my love for seafood at a young age. All right, so what we're gonna do right here is we're gonna take the mixture that we made for the crust. We're gonna pour it in here. All this goodness. We're gonna press this to make the crust. You got a really thick crust, which I love. So now that the crust is done, we're gonna just stick this into the fridge. Just like that. We're gonna work on our second layer, the orange filling. For the orange part, we need cashews. We're gonna need about 3/4 of a cup of fresh orange juice, so I got 3 oranges. We're gonna need some sweetener. I got some maple syrup here, but what I like to do, secret ingredient, is I found this super fruit syrup from Kodiak Cakes that I kind of split the difference with, and this actually adds in a little bit of that fruity flavor. And as you can see here, it says less sugar than maple syrup, which is phenomenal. We're gonna have some coconut oil for this layer. We're gonna have the juice of 1 lemon, and then we're going to zest the oranges that we juice, and we're gonna have salt. With the cashews, what you wanna do is you're gonna take 3 cups of these, and you're gonna soak these overnight. You wanna soak them so that they're creamy. So I've just done that. So we're just gonna take these here. Dry them off real nice, press them real slow. Just like that. So everything that we're making for the orange layer of the cheesecake is basically gonna go into this blender. So after we've dried our nuts, we're gonna just throw this bad boy into the blender. And I kind of fucked myself over because I have a flat surface going into a whatever. But we're gonna put this in here, like so. Next, we're gonna do our oranges. And I have a juicer. We got another question coming in. Are you, I love this question. Are you vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, other? I actually consider myself flexitarian. I have a plant-based diet to kind of begin with, but I kind of dabble in fish. I love salmon, I love seafood, I love shrimp. And then if I'm at a restaurant and I see that they have something on the menu that's worth trying with meat, I'll do it. I'm 75% vegan, 20% pescatarian, and 5% dealer's choice. So the next step in all of this is that we're going to juice our oranges. We need about 3/4 cup worth. So what we have here is 3/4 cup of orange juice. Watch it go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 1/4 cup of this, and then I'm gonna do 1/4 cup of this super fruit syrup because I really like the taste of this. So this one is mountain berry super fruit syrup. It's made with real fruit and it has less sugar than maple syrup. Yeah. That's how it feels like syrup would sound if it talked. Now we're gonna put 1/4 cup of this bad boy. Look at that. We need about 1/2 cup of coconut oil. You don't really want it on that high, so you can put it on about medium low heat. So you're gonna take all the oranges that you just used to juice for this layer, and you're gonna zest them all, just like that. I actually like this part. You know when you're in the kitchen with your moms when you're like young, she gives you all the like menial tasks. Grating cheese was something I had to do. All right, I like this one. This is a good question. So, how did your trip to South America inspire you creatively and in your culinary taste? So I actually spent 6 months of last year traveling through South America, mainly Colombia, Peru, and Argentina, and I got to try all different types of cuisines. The one that most affected me was Peruvian cuisine. What I loved about Peruvian cuisine is that it was just so simple. I mean, the basis of what they eat is just, it's healthy and natural. They have thousands of different types of corn, thousands of different types of potatoes. They use a lot of quinoa in their dishes, and a lot of the fruit and the grains that they're getting are really just from the earth and the Amazon. So when I was just eating over there, I felt so healthy. It kind of reinforced the idea that eating healthier plant-based foods are just the best for my own system. What I also learned in South America was just how to minimize the distractions and to really live simply. So not only in my cuisines am I using less ingredients, like in this cake, there's only 9 ingredients, but in music, what I've learned is that you really only need to execute on sounds that are simple. You don't need to have a lot of stuff in tracks, only the things that make the most sense. So I would say South America really inspired the way that I eat and the way that I hear and make music. Last but not least for this layer, our orange zest. Look how pretty that is. We just fold it in. Just need to reserve 1/4 cup of this for our second layer. Speaking of taste, is it true that you were actually a part of Tyga's song Taste? I'm very fortunate to have worked with Tyga at the beginning of my career, but I'm very grateful that I have platinum records because of him. Thank you. Can we hear it? You can go stream it on Spotify. It's 6 times platinum, bitch. Oh, you want me to sing it, don't you? You want me to sing it? No, I'm not singing it. Okay, I'll sing it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I've actually also worked on Tyga's Swish, Never Too Much. I'm also the voice on Jeezy, Tyga, Tory Lanez, and Still Be Friends. Oh, hey, Crumbs. Look at that. Scoop out 1/4 cup. We pour this beautiful mixture on top of here. All over. Not bad, huh? I'm gonna stick this in the freezer. All right, so for the last layer, we got 2 cups of blueberries, 1/4 cup of our mixture. And typically, I would have washed this out, but this is perfectly good filling. So, last layer, we're gonna throw this all in here. Take this one in here. You're gonna blend it, but not too high because you still want pieces of blueberries that are kind of visible in it. And I just stepped on a blueberry. Yeah, that's what we want. So we just took this out of the freezer. we're gonna add our last layer. Look at this, look at that. Ooh, yeah. So now that we have both layers on there, we got our crust, we got our orange layer, and we have our final layer, which is the blueberry layer. We're gonna stick this in the freezer overnight, and then we're gonna come back tomorrow and decorate it with some fruit. Just cover this real quick. Oh, there you are. Ready to try some cake? Day 2. All right, we're back here, day 2 at La Casa de Cameron Forbes. And this is our frozen now vegan cake. We put this in here overnight. And we're gonna do a little bit of decoration and then we'll be ready to go. You want this to thaw out for about 20 to 30 minutes because you want it to be a little bit soft and obviously not frozen. So here we go. Ah, look at that. All it's missing is some toppings. So what I like to do to decorate it is add on there some raspberries, some blueberries, and oranges. I mean, come on. It doesn't get better than this. This is what we came for. Oh wait, we gotta cut it. You work with some of the biggest artists in the world. What's next for you? What's next for me is releasing new music, working with more artists, making more bomb vegan cakes and vegan desserts, and living my life to the fullest. Perfect for a day like today. Buen provecho. Cameron Forbes, signing off. Thank you to Everyday Chefs. Hope you guys enjoy making your own raw vegan blueberry orange cheesecake. I'm gonna enjoy mine. You can catch me on Instagram at Cameron Forbes. You can catch me on my website at CameronForbes.com and on Spotify at Cameron Forbes.